Also das war nach dem Zweiten Weltkrieg.
After the Second World War, our father set up a workshop here in Upper Austria. He started by repairing motorcycles, and then someone came to him with a problem. Our cars won't start, so he built a battery charger out of old silicon cells.
Und mein Vater musste ja etwas zum Verdienen.
News spread that there was a technician who knew about hydropower, which led to him taking on the repair of a small hydropower plant. For this successful repair work, he was given a shack.
Hat erzählt, ist wirklich von Bauernhof zu Bauernhof gezogen.
He told us that he had actually gone from farm to farm looking for work and repairing things. He had always been very practical and noticed that some of the trucks left behind by the Americans were abandoned at the roadside because their batteries were broken or empty. He thought these batteries could be put to good use, so he developed a charger to charge them.
Es gab damals ja nur teures Geld, neue Batterien.
Back then, new batteries were very expensive, and if a car had been left unused for a long time, the battery would go flat and people wanted to throw them away. So I told them, "You can't do that. I'll build you a device to recharge them." Word got around the neighborhood, and soon I had enough work.
In der ganzen Gegend, und dann war ich ausgelastet.
Und das war der Beginn von Fronius.
That was the beginning of Fronius, and also the beginning of our core competence. Our core competence is the conversion of alternating current into direct current and vice versa. Our first innovation was the battery charger. Then, in the 1950s, my grandfather realized that our know-how in current conversion could also be used for welding.
Die ersten Schweißtransformatoren haben.
The first welding transformers we sold were called Schweißrex and Schweißmax. When I started my apprenticeship in my father's company at the age of 14, there were 8 of us. We talked to our father about what it would be like once we had 50 employees. It didn't take long before we reached that number.
Bis zu den 80er Jahren oder 1980 wieder.
In 1980, when my mother and uncle bought the company from my grandfather, Fronius had 250 employees. So it was still a very small company. I started working at Fronius in 2001, when there were around 1,000 employees. When my mother and Klaus retired in 2011, there were around 3,000 employees, and now there are 7,000 of us.
Was dann aber so die richtig
The really big innovations were strongly influenced by the second generation, namely my uncle, who came up with the idea of using inverter technology for welding. That's how Transarc was developed.
Da waren ganz viele Mitarbeiter mit voll viel Herzblut dabei und haben.
Many employees put their heart and soul into their work, using unconventional methods that people at the time thought couldn't be achieved with welding technology. I think this hands-on, unconventional approach was very cool, and I'd like to see more of it today.
This is how cold metal transfer came into being. It has brought about huge changes in shipbuilding, automotive engineering, and plant construction. Even today, it remains a significant advantage in the welding industry.
It drives you You know, when you have innovative ideas that you want to realize. Then you want to generate sales and conquer the world, or at least Europe. My brother Klaus and I, along with our employees, succeeded in doing that in our phase. Thanks to the Essen Trade Fair and various others we attended, we had reached the point where customers in the European market were saying they wanted to buy Fronius devices.
Und so sind wir, es ist jetzt 33 Jahre ungefähr.
The idea of manufacturing solar inverters was born around 33 years ago. And our very first inverter, named Sunrise, was produced.
Generell bei den Produkten hat sich einiges geändert.
Our products have changed. Previously, the focus was always on power electronics, and while this is still the case today, software has also become very important. We have a large team of software developers, and I would say that software is the brain of a product. It enables connections and further developments and will continue to play a key role for us in the future. So much for our products and solutions.
Das wird uns weiter ganz stark begleiten. Das einmal, was das Produkt oder die Produkte an sich betrifft und die Lösungen.
All das zusammen, reparierbares Produkt,
The combination of a repairable, future-proof product, on-site service, and on-site application technology puts us far ahead of our competitors. And that's what we can sell. It's no longer just about the product itself. We have the best welding equipment, of course, but today's customers want a worry-free solution. And that's what we can deliver.
Wir stehen ganz stark zu unseren Wurzeln.
We are very proud of our roots. We are an Austrian European company, and we want to leverage the strengths that Austria and Europe have to offer. Although every country and culture has its own unique characteristics, which is a good thing. When you walk into any of our subsidiaries, you can feel the Fronius spirit. Regardless of whether we are in Austria, Germany, the USA, China, India, or anywhere else in the world, we are all Fronius.